Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, we have multiple ways we can be reached. Twitter's, of course, the best way for those who need instant gratification, and the show's Twitter feed is @SKiMPod.
Stays Crunchy.
SKiMPOD. For the more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Crunchy again being spelled with a K.
Stays Crunchy.
We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, and of course the website stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show. And the band plays on here at SKiM, and to that end, we provide you a pod called Cast. It's our music discussion show built on a hip-hop foundation, and it's dope. Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, Tayro713.
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
Like a joke that you guys all stared at me and made me feel sad.
Oh, I didn't mean to make you feel sad.
Come on, how often is that? I mean, it's just about every week this way, right?
Is it?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Stays Crunchy Milk, episode 235. We are once again in the comfy confines of 200 Public Square at the, what the hell is this place called?
A building.
Like this food situation. Because it's not Melt, technically. There's a Melt
They
in
do
there.
call it the downtown Melt.
Oh, I guess. Well, at the downtown Melt, well, though there are other options in there, and I think we've only eaten the Melt. I've only eaten the Melt in there once.
Yeah, me too, only once.
I've eaten it there 0 times, but I like Melt. So it's not a knock on Melt, it's a knock on the time I have to wait for the food.
Exactly that. And they have a subdued. That's not the word I want. It's an abridged menu,
Abridged menu. Yeah.
Yes.
and so it's not as nice as the going to a full size Melt.
It's like the Cliff Notes of Melt. You're
Yes.
not gonna get a good grade on that test. Relying on those Cliff Notes.
But we come through this week minus a Dan. No worries, he will hopefully be back soon. But we're testing some food items that might pique your interest.
Yeah, maybe.
First up, what is this? This is Hershey's Gold Caramelized Cream Peanuts and Pretzel Candy Bar.
It tastes just like, to me, right off the top, it tastes like when you chewed up a Reese Pieces.
Okay.
You got the candy, you got the peanut butter, and there you go.
I kind of can taste the caramelized, which basically, burnt sugar notes. Slightly peanutty. I guess that was the texture was those pretzels. Theoretically, they were not present in any way, shape, or form that made me think those are pretzels until I just now read this package. It was like, oh yeah, pretzels.
A little bit of sawdust.
Right.
I don't know how I feel about it. So it's hard for me to rate this. I wouldn't pay for it. If you come across it, eat it.
Would you
And
steal
decide
it
for yourself.
Would you steal it from the store based on its
might be
interesting,
No, it's not worth the risk of getting in trouble. So no, I wouldn't steal it either.
based on its
I would
interesting
take it-
packaging?
I would take it for free. I almost bought it based on this packaging. I'm like, oh, look at this. And I'm like, nah, I gotta go get out of this gas station.
It's got a good little shiny copper color, blue kind of foil kind of deal going on in the writing on it. Looks real nice. Tastes perfectly pleasant. If you come across the Joe gas station and it's about 69 to 99 cents, why not?
That's the thing. I'm not recommending it. I said eat it.
No, this is not Judge Gabe. No, I'm just saying that's my take. My take is
I just
why
wanted to
not?
clarify.
Your take is not so much. So if you find yourself leaning more Gabriel in his reactions to things, then you know that you can go with the not so much. If you find yourself leaning more 713 up in this bitch, then you know to go ahead and buy it at a specific price point.
But neither of us seem to be recommending stealing it. So don't do that. Don't get in trouble and tell the cops it was the SKiM podcast.
It was okay. It was pleasant, but it wasn't what I was expecting.
There you go, which is why, like I said, if you go in a gas station and you see them like $2 for $1, or like sometimes 79, 89 cents, that's fine. That's a fine price to go ahead and try that. Anything beyond that, don't do that to yourself.
All right, I'm gonna pull Tatum and make an analogy to a lady.
God.
It's like it's definitely not prom. It's like one of those off dances between winter formal and prom. And then you go there by yourself without a date, and then You find this girl and you make out with her, and then like a couple months later you forgot you made out with her. That's like this candy bar.
Oh. Or like, if you really want to use one of my analogies.
Okay,
it's
go
like
ahead.
the last day of school. Like, she's there, and you might see her again, you might not. And if you do see her again, plus, if you don't, no harm, no foul, but you did get to squeeze her booty.
I do like that one.
You don't like mine?
No. Because yours is confusing, and I'm like, what do you mean? What are you doing? Yours makes sense in that, look, basically this candy bar could be the last day of school, because you're only going to see it. You might as well get a hold of it right while you can. Because you
The
might not.
opportunity is there.
You might never see it again. Now here's the deal: you either went for it or you didn't. No harm, no foul. You didn't take a loss on this.
Either
one.
day, it's sweet. Either way.
But you could come up on something. So why not? There you go.
Well, I was gonna say fuck instead of make out, but I didn't know if that would be proper for the analogy.
I just remember.
Would that have made it better?
Actually, like on the last day
No
of
one
school.
said fuck. What would you add that addition to?
I saying out. In my analogy, there was making out with the forgetful girl.
He said
the
grab a booty.
Forgettable girl. I said, well, I wouldn't make out, but then I could have said fuck. But I don't know if that would have changed the analogy.
Yes, dramatically changed the analogy.
Oh, okay.
I think either way, it's a win. Like,
That is the point.
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. But you won't remember eating it in a few months. That's where I was going with it.
The next thing we are trying today, and I mean fresh. This is brand new. Came out this day as you record this. Taco Bell fries. They have any particular name? They just call them bitches fries.
They should call them nacho fries.
You know,
They are like a little nacho-y. They're like a cross between tacos and a Dorito. Like a kind of like cheesy a little bit, and like cheesy dust and taco dust.
they lack salt. And now they give you some cheese sauce to dip them in. They have a dusting of some seasoning on them, so your seasoning might be whatever. I just need straight up and down some sprinkle of salt on them bitches. And I feel like it might have brightened them up. I wish they had some salt on this table, which they used to. What's going on a bit here?
They don't want birds eating, getting on the salt.
You need
Jasper
the
ruined
grains
it for
of
everybody.
A little sprinkle of salt might have brought them out, brighten up the
I didn't
flavor a
think
little bit
about
for me. They are fine. They are no cheesy fiesta potatoes if you get down with those at your local Taco
Well,
Bell.
cheesy fiesta potatoes, since they got rid of the onions, they're just fine.
Oh, I like the cheesy fiesta potatoes. I didn't know they got rid of the onions, so I haven't had them in a little bit. But they had the sour cream, they had the nacho cheese. I enjoyed them. I hope these aren't a replacement for cheesy fiesta potatoes. They're just another option.
Yeah.
I thought they were okay, but like, if between these and cheesy fiesta potatoes, I'll probably stick with the cheesy fiesta potatoes.
What Ant had made mention of earlier is they could kind of just immediately just lean this bitch over to a San Diego style burrito, shove some French fries in the burrito.
San
they
Diego
already do
style
it.
burrito has
They
fries.
got that option. They already got. Oh,
They
okay.
got the option.
They got
Hey,
a French fry burrito.
yeah.
Oftentimes get some cheesy fiesta potatoes and whatever type of burrito, scoop them potatoes in there. And so I've already been doing this.
Yeah, they already they do have like burrito options with those potatoes, but these are, you can use them as nachos, and I'm looking forward to the options. I like them. I go to Taco Bell in the pinch, but I had a bad experience recently.
Tell us about it.
Just made my stomach hurt.
Oh, there we go.
I thought we'd get something better out of that. We're lacking for material today.
Oh, no, we're not. Come on. I got a cheesy gordita crunch. Just when it was just not that great.
You think it was the particular Taco Bell you went to? You know, Taco Bells can range in quality from in real short distances too. The one on 117th, I would say don't go to. That's the one where the manager shot and killed a robber. I think maybe two robbers, but definitely at least one robber.
Are you
So the
implying that
vigilante Taco Bell.
The vigilante Taco Bell is how we're going to refer to that one from here going forward. Is not a good Taco Bell food wise. But if you go to the one deep in that's in Lakewood, it's on Detroit, they'll always do right by you.
I'm a bit confused. I thought, since when are managers or any employees of a fast food restaurant permitted to bring a gun on the premises?
Yeah. Those are questions that could probably be asked. But Ohio is a concealed carry state, so he was within his state-given rights. I wonder how his gig feels about him having that piece on him. But then he did rescue his employees, and
I mean, was the robber going to kill him or just take some money?
I'm gonna go. It was look, guns was drawn. Somebody pulled first, so
Okay. I'll give the man the benefit of the doubt, I suppose.
He should get a Netflix show.
That's
6 episodes.
okay. I'll allow for 4 episodes, like the first season of Castlevania.
But the first episode is an hour and a half.
Yes.
And the rest of the season is half an hour.
Agreed. These are terms we can come to. Have y'all seen this? I know this seems to be a random leap. Hold on. Let me wrap up this food section first, and then we'll come back around to where I was heading
yeah,
out
we got
to.
our point system.
The peanut, the Hershey Gold. Wait a minute, let me read this bitch from the top. Caramelized cream, Hershey's Gold, peanuts and pretzels. Too much going on right there. That is a confusing bit of a text all on the front of this bad boy.
It makes me think like there'll be more Hershey Gold to come.
That's what I was thinking too.
2 3/4.
I give it a 3. I like the taste of it, but I wouldn't eat it anymore.
2.5. 2.5. So we're generally about on the same page with that.
This would be an excellent chocolate bar to mix up in the cookie mix.
Okay. Fair enough.
It might go good in a blizzard.
Taco Bell fries is like literally there's like Aunt probably just copped like some of the first batches they have ever handed out to people because it just happens to be at the lunch hour, and like I said, today they brand new, just came out today. They got room to grow. Currently I'm going to get a 2.5, but I just like I said, I bet you sprinkle some salt on them, they go right into a 4. You know what I'm saying?
I give them a 3.5.
Okay.
I will give them a 3, but if they replace cheesy Fiesta potatoes, I'm going to drop them down to a 1, so someone has to pay.
Cheesy
Might as well be
Fiesta
these
potatoes
fries.
are their own thing. They're like I'm sure they're not going to get rid of them. They're old staple. They're like how you can have hash browns and French fries.
Man, just put it on the table. That's all. Had to put it on the
I'm
table.
just putting Taco Bell executives on warning.
Don't upset the Podfather, okay? The former Podfather, for real, the real ODP.
There could be consequences.
Now, what I was going to ask, as we were circling around the Netflix hole,
Okay.
have either of you checked out that new Godzilla anime?
I saw that. What is going on with that?
A lot. So much so that I'm like, whew, apparently it's going to be a 4-parter. Each of them going to be like a 90-minute movie. This first one explains how Godzilla showed up on planet Earth and was wrecking such shop that eventually we just had to... okay, hold on.
Oh, yeah. If you leave the head a bit.
Godzilla showed up on planet Earth. Mm-hmm. In the midst of Godzilla being here setting it off, aliens also showed up on planet Earth. And neither could take out Godzilla. So we just joined forces and left.
Left Earth?
Yes. I'll leave it at that because I don't want to spoil anything. But, yeah, the constants of all that and so forth. And, yeah, it's interesting. It looks amazing. So, like, it's one of the ones they really like, let me show you how Netflix 4K can pump out. So it is gorgeous.
Godzilla and alien in this?
That is not explained. Godzilla just is handling biz and not to be fucked with.
Did you guys watch the show with David Letterman yet?
The only thing I've watched recently on Netflix is Narcos. I got through the only 3 seasons.
I always find it interesting how everyone else is pushing ahead.
I know.
And you were constantly reaching all the way back to go look at some shit. I'm like, what are you doing? No one gave a fuck about that no more. Come on ahead with the rest of it.
I still haven't watched Narcos yet, so I might give it a chance.
He's even more behind than I am.
No, what I'm saying is, fuck Narcos. Go ahead and leave it behind. Why be bothered?
I thought it was pretty good.
Somebody died trying to make that show. I can't even call it.
Oh, I don't know this story.
The guy who does who's doing location scouting and all that stuff on got killed by the drug cartel.
Really?
They was like, it's a little too real. So yeah, you got
That's
mercy.
even more reason not to watch that shit.
Somebody gave their life for you to watch that show.
They didn't give, not for me. They didn't give it to me. Because
Did you just let his death go in vain?
I wasn't watching that show to begin with. I have no real desire to watch anything about the drug underworld because I just don't care.
Well, also there's another drug underworld show I've been watching on Netflix. It's new. It's called Drug Lords.
Okay.
And I watched the Frank Lucas episode.
Now, is that a docu-series or is that a scripted?
Docu-series, 4 episodes. Yeah, 4 episodes. The first one is Pablo Escobar. And the second one is Cali Cartel. The third is Frank Lucas and the Country Boys, which most people seen American Gangster, was is based on Frank Lucas' life. I didn't know some of the details about like they weren't like him and his brothers didn't really work together. Like he had his own shit, they had their own shit. He set them up, and his brothers was actually stealing his business. It was moving in on him.
I remember during the time they were like, of course, hustling that movie. Denzel Washington talking about how he told Frank Lucas to his face, "I'm not gonna lie now, Frank, because I don't agree with what you did." I'm just like, really, Denzel? Settle down, man. Fourth?
He did say
Four-time Academy Award nominee, Denzel Washington, because he just got nominated for
the new movie.
No, it was not. He did get nominated for Fences, but I forgot what the name of this movie is.
I forgot. He a lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I mean, Denzel is about almost 60 now,
I think Denzel is well into his 60s.
and during the time Frank Lucas was doing that, like heroin ruined New York.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't he from Brooklyn?
Is Denzel from Brooklyn?
Might be.
Okay.
So they got phones.
And he might have felt a way about it.
True. So,
Like a lot of people died. Like that drug was so powerful. You know how people are now. Like, oh my god, that heroin was so not heroin addict. It's so good. I gotta get some. That was the origination of that. He got shit straight from Vietnam.
that Blue Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would. What did they do? They transport it in.
Soldiers' coffins.
Yeah,
apparently?
soldiers' coffins.
Which I gotta
Yeah.
wonder what's going on there.
That was the guy who was doing it said he never did that. That was a lie.
Okay. There's a movie, little Juge.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got the movie mixed up with the facts.
No, it was one of the rumors. It hasn't been confirmed or denied.
All right, wait a minute now. Where's he born?
He was born in Mart Vernon, New York. So
There you go. And he is 63, so well into his 60s.
he's kissing
Several steps into his 60s.
Yeah. But so he might have been affected by that. That was going on in New York, Brooklyn, and in New Jersey. That shit might have touched his life back there. Like, I'm playing you, but don't get a fucking twist that me and you ain't gonna be friends about this shit. I'm playing a part.
So he didn't like him before. I thought he got to know him and didn't like him.
I don't know. If I would have got to know him, I probably wouldn't have liked him either.
So it's a combination with the two.
9-time nominated for Academy Awards.
Wow. Read me off his other ones, please.
Is other award nominations or is other movie?
His other Oscar nominations.
All right, hold on. Oh, he's been nominated for quite a bit of MTV Movie and TV Awards. Do they still have that even?
He got 62 nominations for things.
Well, I know, but I want to know his Academy Award nominations since he's nominated for Best Lead this year. I went down the list of the lead actors.
Fill my dead air with jokes.
Oh, no, it just don't go away. Don't worry about it. But I was reading the lead actors list and feel like my man from Get Out got a good chance because 3 of the 5 nominees are previous Oscar winners.
Yeah.
And they really are kind of cool about giving extras out. They kind of don't do that. And then it's 2 young dudes after that. One's a brother, one's a white dude. I feel like the winds is blowing. I'm hoping my man from Get Out can pull that out.
Okay, here we go. Cry Freedom, which I never heard of.
That's when he played Steve Biko.
Yeah.
Oh. Glory, I've seen, and he won that. Yeah, that was really good in that.
His first one. Supporting.
Malcolm X, which he should have won, but he didn't.
Did he get a nomination for Malcolm X?
Yeah.
I could have sworn Malcolm X only got nominated for like best clothes or something. It was not a hot look. I'm serious, like costumes.
It was travesty because Senator Al Pacino won over him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, yeah, he won. He should have won for best. He won. He got nominated for the Hurricane. I seen the Hurricane. He was good in that.
Yeah.
Okay, nominated for and won for Training Day, of course. That was his first win as actor. Supporting actor was his first win of Oscar period. Flight, which I've been meaning to see, but then they took it off Netflix before I got a chance to. Well, before I took an opportunity of my chance to. Should be more.
He was taking that Narcos time.
Back then it was probably like, I don't know, Twin Peaks or something like that.
Yeah,
I did watch Twin Peaks on
they've been taking their time. They've been taking shit off fast.
Yeah, Railman J. Israel Esquire.
Yeah, that's the one he got from this year, from 2017 for the 2018 Oscars. And that has nothing to do with us talking about anything, but whatever. I was very excited to see Get Out get 4 solid nominations: Best Director, Best Picture, Leading Actor, and Best Original Screenplay.
Okay.
So, I'm like, those are major awards, and so they don't just tuck it over in Best Costumes or some shit like that. There, you know.
Yeah, that Best Original Screenplay, I totally agree with, and Best Picture. I think he could win for that.
I think he could win Best Picture. I think if it wins Best Picture, it doesn't get Best Director. If it goes the other way, it flips and it'll flop.
Yeah.
You either get Best Director or you'll get a Best Picture. I feel like Big Sick will get you Amazon's first Oscar, because they produced that movie. I feel like it'll get Best Original Screenplay over Get Out. I feel like you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You got a person of color and a woman, because they wrote it together.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's how we end up with Big Sick winning Best Original
Screenplay.
And I told you, I think my man, whose name I cannot pronounce, from Get Out, will win Best Lead Actor, and why I think so. So that's just me on
Any
that.
nominations for his buddy, who was pretty funny?
No.
Best Supporting Actress?
No. I got
Lil Rel?
Lil Rel probably. I feel like Lil Rel would show up on that stage if they win. Well, I think if that whole team would show up on that stage if they won Best Picture, which could be just worth the right there. Best Supporting Actor or Best Actress? I want to say Mary J. Blige and Octavia Spencer are both nominated in Best Supporting.
Well, what did Mary J. Blige get nominated for?
I don't know. Whatever that movie is, everybody Mudbound, is that what it's called?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Everybody been talking about how good that movie is and how good she is in it. Shape of Water is where Octavia Spencer got her nomination. Spencer or Butt? Wait a minute. Which Octavia's got the...
Is there 2 Octavias that I don't know about? I know about Spencer. We just put.
I'm saying Octavia Spencer, and I'm just gonna put my neck out there. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. For Shape of Water, and she really was amazing in that movie. And that's why I kind of feel like she can get it. Did she win for? She won for
the
Hidden
Help.
Figures. She won for The Help.
All right, well, I got a Wikipedia up, so you'll have to give me a moment.
Okay. So, as for Best Actress, I truly think it's going to be the lady from Shape of Water who takes that one. And she got all the way naked, and they be rewarding that shit. The Academy be rewarding that shit. She was full frontal naked, and I feel like they be like, here you go, thank you for that. I truly have watched them reward that before, so I feel like they're going to do that again.
Or they might give it to Mary J. Blige because...
Mary J. is supporting.
Oh, she's supporting?
Yeah, the lady from Shape of Water is leading.
Who else is in lead actress?
Well, I got Octavia Spencer's nominations for
Octavia
Academy Award
Spencer?
here. Yes,
Yeah.
she did get nominated for Shape of Water, The Help, and Hidden Figures. She won for The Help. All right.
But yeah, this is her 3rd in a row
So you're telling me.
nomination.
So these are the list of the things that automatically get you Academy Award: drug addict, mentally handicapped, gay,
Not full,
Lost
full nudity.
You never go for women for nudity, not dude. Except for that dude did win for the Crying Game that year. Was he a dude?
But
I don't know how to work.
I would probably say that was trans before trans. Before that was the full word. So I was thinking that person was living as a woman.
Then what they get nominated for? Best actor, best actress. I'm not trying to be.
I think I want to say he.
jerk,
I want to
but,
say.
like,
I truly
don't
want to say he won as an actor because he is a man, but in that movie was playing the role of, I guess, a trans person. I don't know. I hadn't seen the Crying Game. I'm not aware of the Crying Game.
Yeah, I've never seen it because I was a child.
Yeah.
Same here.
I remember the theme song being kind of good. So whoever did
Goodbye, horses.
no, it was the Crying Game. I remember like that. Like I remember hearing that track.
That was a
So we
note.
watched it. See, that's one of the bad things about Netflix and every other platform is like Oscars or like I guess the Academy should have their own
Channel
like
streaming
platform
service.
because it's a streaming service because
Was also the bullshit is everything releases at the end of the year.
yes.
And well, near the end of the year, so they can be picked up on for award season. So it's like things early in the year miss out. Blockbusters and superhero movies don't get no love.
Well, I mean,
And-
they weren't going to get it if they released on Oscar time anyway.
Logan got a nomination this year.
Oh, it did? For what?
And adapted screenplay, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, adapted screenplay.
Oh, okay.
And Suicide Squad won best whatever costumes last year or something. So it happens, but it does.
A fucking DC movie, boo.
They're just now like touching it, just letting it tap a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like don't just shit on blockbusters because they're blockbusters because everybody's somebody.
I'm not.
I'm speaking to the Academy. They listening, you know they are. Okay, let me just run them down right quick. You guys tell what you think, or if you've seen anything.
Well, Heath Ledger won, but he gave the role. He gave the performance of a lifetime. But don't bump.
Okay.
But happy anniversary! It was his death anniversary. Like Monday?
Here are the Best Picture nominations.
I thought it was funny.
Call Me by Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. Directing, Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk, Jordan Peele for Get Out, Greta Gerwig for Lady Bird, P.T. Anderson for Phantom Thread, Guillermo del Toro for The Shape of Water. Original screenplay, The Big Sick, Get Out.
Two of my favorite directors, and I've seen neither one of those movies. P.T. Anderson and Nolan.
Lady Bird, Shape of Water, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Adapted screenplay, Call Me by Your Name, The Disaster Artist, Logan, Molly's Game, Mudbound. Actor in the leading role is Timothy Chalamet, Call Me by Your Name. Now the reason he might win, plays a young gay dude.
Who's also addicted to
But
drugs.
like a child, like he plays like a 17-year-old in that movie. He's 22, but he plays like a 17-year-old, and everybody's talking about how creepy they felt about that movie because he came off so young. Daniel Day-Lewis, who has retired from acting here apparently for Phantom Thread.
Last movie.
Daniel Kaluuya, that's my man from Get Out, who I think will win. Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour. Denzel Washington for Roman J. Israel Esquire. Actually, in the leading role, Sally Hawkins in Shape of Water, who I think will win. Frances McDormand, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
But she do one.
She won one already.
Oh yeah. She won for Fargo.
For Fargo, and so they're not quick to give them out.
Okay.
Margot Robbie for I, Tonya, who I think is your second choice. Cerise Ronan for Lady Bird, again possible. Meryl Streep for The Post. Actor in the supporting roles: Willem Dafoe in The Florida Project, Woody Harrelson, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Richard Jenkins, The Shape of Water, Christopher Plummer, All the Money, or Sam Rockwell, 3 Billboards. I think of those, it might be Woody Harrelson's time.
Woody Harrelson?
Yeah,
Didn't he win already?
No.
They won for Larry Flint.
I think he got nominated. Check and see if he
I
won.
think what's her name won? The lady that played Althea. Courtney Love won.
Okay.
I don't think he won.
Actress in the supporting roles. The supporting actress is Mary J. Blige from Mudbound, Allison Janney for I, Tonya, Leslie Manville for Phantom Thread, Laurie Metcalf for Lady Bird, Octavia Spencer for The Shape of Water, and I think Laurie Metcalf is going to win that one.
Oh, Aunt Jackie, huh?
And Jackie.
She's a classically trained actress that just never did movies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I called her unattractive that one episode of SKiM. I mean, she is unattractive, but I'm just sorry I said it.
So those are some of the main ones. Here's the one that people are having a fit about: animated feature film. The Boss Baby. You never knew if people knew there was a "the" in front of that.
That's a terrible.
That look on
movie.
your faces told you what everybody's mad about. The Breadwinner, Coco, Ferdinand, and Loving Vincent. The winner of that one will be Coco, but people was mad that Boss Baby even got a nomination.
I don't know. Never count out John Cena if you're a professional wrestling fan.
That got a nomination because it exists.
Boss Baby's terrible.
It's not a good movie. But I watched it like 4 times.
What did my kids pick that?
Cinematography: Blade Runner 2049,
Which I didn't even know fucking hit the theaters really.
Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Mudbound, and The Shape of Water. And I think Mudbound's going to take that one. First lady cinematographer nod. So that's why I'm like,
Netflix is doing the damn thing.
I feel like the winds of change are blowing in Hollywood right now, which is why I'm like, they know what's up.
Okay, you're right. He just got nominated for The People versus Larry Flint, but he did win Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Supporting Actor in Indecent Proposal.
Oh, okay.
I like that movie, but I saw that movie
never
in high
seen it.
school, so it comes from a very, specific place.
He's a two-time winner of the MTV Movie Award for Best Kiss when he kissed Rosie Perez and for Demi Moore.
Right on. So that was a random.
3 times. Sorry, Juliette Lewis and Natural Born Killers.
Juliette Lewis always gets love from me, but doesn't get love from me. Okay, so Juliette Lewis gets love from me because Juliette Lewis hugged me at her concert.
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you, you never want to be hugged by a small, tiny, sweaty woman hopping off stage to come hug people in the crowd.
Oh,
but she made a beat. I knew she was coming to hug me. I knew it. She was like, I was like, "You're."
Were you at the grog shop?
Yeah. And so
She hugged you, huh?
Lewis gave me a big old hug.
She must have been looking at you the whole time.
I was the lone giant black man in this audience, and I believe you, I'm towering above everyone there. It was like, Jill was gonna come over here because she started getting off the stage to go around like she was singing and giving hugs, and I was like, you're wet. Here you go, baby. She was so sweaty, but she put on a hell of a show. And I would tell you right now, Julia Lewis come to your town with her band, check her out. She's pretty great. But then I think she's a Scientologist, right?
Probably. Odds are.
So, no disrespect to her religious choices, I guess, but that religious, what's her name? Doug and Carrie that made me look at Scientology with a real eye.
I don't know. She did that kind. You know what? Usually I don't care about that stuff. I think she really kind of did that out of spite. Which is kind of like, with somebody doing something, two people doing fucked up shit, but then one do something out of spite, and you're like, but you do it. I know he kicked the dog, but you pushed him to kick it.
So I can't call it on that one, man. So that was our little Oscar preview. Something that is not in our wheelhouse, really, but whatever.
It's not something we talk about, especially since I've only seen Get Out. And that's the only movie on all the movies you listed, and Boss Baby. So there's my expertise on the Oscars.
Yeah.
Boss Baby and Get Out. One was good, one was really bad.
I used to make it my damnedest to make sure I seen every Oscar movie, but I don't do that anymore.
Speaking of being behind, I saw La La Land this year.
Did you like La La Land?
I very much enjoyed La La Land.
The second viewing I liked it. I don't know. I guess I had expectations for the first viewing. I'm like, this is okay, but they're not great at singing. They're not great at dancing. I had a little more respect for it when I learned what's his name.
My man really did sing his ass off of that movie, and I really loved him for it. And he is not
A for effort.
A crooner or anything like that there, but I enjoyed it. And what I really loved was then hearing John Legend sing that song on the Oscars. City of Stars. John Legend
can sing.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that what's his name, and I don't know, I'm forgetting his name.
Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling actually learned to play the piano.
Yeah. For that
movie, and John Legend commented, like, I'm kind of jealous that it only took him like that short amount of time to learn the piano. When I took years
to play it well. Yeah, so I dig it, man. Word to Canada. So
it was decent. And then I saw it again. I'm like, all right, this is pretty good.
Yeah,
it's a cute movie, but I mean, I wouldn't have seen it if it wasn't for the hype.
That's how that works, right? I mean,
that's true.
That played itself out correctly.
That's like saying I wouldn't have seen it if I never heard of it. The XFL. Yeah, I saw Vince McMahon's name trending. I'm like, who'd he sexually harass? Because you know that motherfucker. He's sexually harassed somebody.
You know what? I wonder if he's not one of them dudes that's just super duper, just like extra, just like I love my wife. You know what I'm saying?
He's cheated on his wife. He's admitted. And he says he's not going to do it again.
Because you cheat on your wife don't mean you don't love her.
No. Okay. Is someone listening that I'll take exception to that?
No. I'm just saying. Like, we talked about it a few episodes back. Like, once you get released, you're like, oh, shit.
The brain all of a sudden catches with the body. Like, what the fuck was you doing? Look, if you've not watched it, Big Sick. Gotta just recommend it again to you, the audience. Oscar nominated The Big Sick is a damn good movie. So if you got Amazon Prime, you can watch it on there.
Okay, I will. You know what? This came up in conversation because of Narcos. Aha, you think I'm so far behind, but I watched Narcos at the right time to have this subject. Like, the guy narrating the first 2 seasons of Narcos says, Pablo Escobar was a family man right up until the end. But he cheated on his wife. And my wife's like, oh, what a great family man. He cheated on his wife. I'm like, that doesn't mean he doesn't love his wife. I mean, it came out instinctively, but I probably should have just kept it to myself.
No. Well, yes, you probably should have kept it to yourself. But I understand your point. And I always understand your point. It's the worst thing ever. I'm your cheerleader. It's why, it's like you can be doing some real fucked up things, man. And I'm always on your side, and it's always going to be terrible that way because it's like I'm never going to be able to give you like an actual good like bit of advice or anything on the situation because I'm like, fuck her, I got your back, son. And it's always going to be bad because like you could be all the way wrong, and I'm just like, that's my man's, and if he says it's this, then I ain't got nothing to say about it. It's terrible. It's bad. I probably over support you. And I should probably like.
I can use that. She got her friends that I probably talk their shit about me.
Probably.
I know they talk their shit about my shoes.
Well, I'm in the center. I don't do that. Like if you wrong, you wrong. If she wrong, she wrong.
When we've come across the points where you actually just been like, no, you fucking up. I will tell you fucking up.
Yeah, you've told me before.
But in most situations, I'm just like, she did what?
You know what? Me and my wife aren't in a type of relationship where, like, you know, it's not an open relationship. I wouldn't want her cheating, and I wouldn't feel good cheating on her. I don't want to have sex with anybody else except my wife. But I can understand other dudes, like, you know, I kept saying it's a different culture, a different mentality. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, he's in a position where he almost has to cheat on his wife. I know it sounds.
Make your point, man. Yeah,
I know it sounds a little crazy, but like. He's this guy, this figure in the community.
He has to be this machismo dude.
Yeah, dude.
Kind of has to be like, I can get any dame and whatever.
He's got to get them dames to, you know, earn a bit of respect.
Earn a bit of they try. Yeah, basically.
You got to get them to boof his drugs.
So, yeah. A lot of that probably just comes. A lot of comes with the gig.
Well, so. He did practice. Like he did seem like he was testing one of those girls for their boofing potential.
in that particular cinematic. A lot of butt sex in your life lately on the what you've been watching, eh?
What was the other thing?
The episode that went up today was about the Christmas one.
Oh, yeah, there was that. That was, you know...
Which...
That's expected in that
popped up several times, and has popped up several times in my X-Hamster searches. I don't know.
Did you watch it?
No, I'm not watching it. Again, it's produced. I know what's going on in it. But also, apparently, that's a theme. It's not just that one. I've seen several variations on that theme.
Is it specific to that plot?
So yours was somebody robbed the house. He was mad at the housekeeper or something like that, right?
Yes. Or she's some kind of assistant. I don't know.
The one I saw available was the robber was in the house, and she came downstairs like, oh no, it's a robber, and the robber was the one doing the railing. So
I've seen those several times.
Like, that wasn't a forced situation, or
it wasn't forced. It was kind of like, you know, I'm going to tell my husband, so you better let me suck that penis.
I did watch one, and this is a British one.
Okay.
Where a guy's robbing a house.
Was it a pog? It's a British pog.
She was pretty thick.
White girl?
Oh.
She was pretty thick. This dame, and I mean that in the British way.
Or lady.
Judi Dench. She's thick.
Okay, the husband and wife come home. They were arguing because the husband was flirting at this office party, and she goes in the bedroom, closes the door, and finds the robber. And the robber goes like, puts the finger in front of his mouth to make the shh motion, like, I don't know why do you think the person you're robbing is going to cooperate with you? But it turns out that it was a good gambit because she did cooperate. She's like, well, how would you like it if I just found some man and this is not my best British accent, but
some bloke and
they start. So they do what porn stars do and having sex with each other while the husband's oblivious to what's going on. One part, he says, baby, I'm sorry, could you make me a sandwich? So she drags the...
Make me a sandwich, please.
I think it is.
Yeah, they have a whole series of these where, like, basically you're banging somebody when somebody's, like, right close around and, like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I seen one that was, like...
I think I did see a robbery one. He was, like, in the bathroom or something, right?
Was the woman a brunette and wearing a white and black striped dress?
I think so. I almost positive it was, like... Because, like, so the kitchen situation was he was coming from... The husband was this way, but the action was happening this way.
Kind of. It was like one of those open kitchens.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
Really opens up the room.
One I seen, they was all watching sports on the couch. And then, like, the wife comes in. She's like, there's no room for me on the couch to sit down here. And he was like, just sit on his lap. I don't care. They start banging her when he's sitting on her lap. Or sitting on, like, on his friend's laps. And he was like, hey, go get me a beer.
Thusly proven I have seen some produced stuff recently. The Brazzers make some pretty fine content.
Well, she drags him into the kitchen by his penis.
Okay.
And while she's making the sandwich, she starts topping the sandwich, and she takes the top. Real unnecessary. You're already banging a guy behind your husband's back. This is unnecessary step in being shitty towards him. She rubs the top bread slice on the dude's dick.
She uses it as a sleeve.
Yeah. And then puts the sandwich down for the man to eat. I don't know if that actor was like committed to the role enough to like actually eat the dick bread. like the actor in Old Boy was eating a squid, but like
Pretty sure I can't get a dick bread title. But let me tell you something. If I could, dick bread would be the title. Another one I saw, which apparently we're just going to review porn on this show right now.
Why not? This is our movie special.
It was a lady who was about to get married, banging one of the best men before she went and got married. And that was again, that was pretty great because it was like secretive. So she hit the dude under her dress and like somebody
a big wedding dress. I can
So and then like
I like how you're just like, oh, I can see that. Like this is all ridiculous, but I can see that. But go ahead.
So that one worked out well enough. You know what I'm saying? So it was all butt stuff, which is probably why I watched it because a man has a cup of tea. People, it just is what it is. So.
I treat butt stuff like.
I know y'all have this. Y'all have a strong anti-butt. All three y'all. Box isn't present, but he too is anti-butt stuff.
Not okay. Let me clarify my anti-butt stuff stance. I'm not anti. It's kind of like video game. Like
Please, let's see you work this one out.
All right, sure. I like to. I enjoy the. Okay, shit.
Okay. How about this?
You got one? Go ahead.
I'm struggling with my analogies today.
Because like I won't kind of like when you I love watching Top.
Okay.
But I hate like the older episodes because the way they're cutting stuff are different.
Okay.
So if I'm watching it on the couch already, I'm not going to turn it just because. I'll sit down and finish out the scene.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stop.
Okay, hit that there. Now I got it. Okay. You know
like
how
getting a French fry in your onion rings. Like, oh, okay. Sorry.
No. You helped me. You sparked it in my head.
Okay.
Here I am. If I'm watching a movie about an anti-hero who's like torturing people to get information or to get what he wants, of course I enjoy watching it as a film experience. But in real life, I'm totally against the concept of torturing someone for interrogation purposes. So, like, while I can condone it on film and watch it and enjoy it, in real life, it's not something I would practice.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to war,
It don't got to be better for me. It's got to be better for them.
We just keep on coming with them. I don't condone war.
But I like Star Wars. Something like that, yeah.
Right.
But I can't, watch Dunkirk.
We were at not only have we been recording for a bit, the battery on this bad boy is getting low.
Oh.
So it's a perfect place to wrap this up. We out here.
Who's low sale? Calling your phone.
Low sale. So we out here. This is our movie special. We ate some food. We talked some cinema. We had a good time.
We held back today because we had a topic so good that Dan was like, we got to talk about this on the show. Yeah. But Dan ain't here.
So I got some notes on the phone.
That's a teaser for a future.
Not really.
Yeah, whatever. We'll work it out.
Look, I got to get them to listen somehow, all right?
They still not going to listen.
I don't even know what to tell you. There's some new intros. We got some new stuff we got popping in there.
We trying.
You might have any number of things sprinkled into this episode, so just, listen closely.
As if Eat 40 was on the other side of this mic.
Fonzarelli, you know what I'm saying? Sprinkle me, man. Our missing man is Lunchbox 2099. That's how he pronounces it, not me. But I want to give him his credits because that's how he gets down.
You people on Twitter, ask him how his new penis is doing.
All right. I don't know the story.
That's Tatum 216.
Yes.
That's the real ODP.
Make sure you watch your wife make all of your sandwiches from now on.
Yes. Anytime she's like, honey, like she just sticking her head to the side of the door.
That's it. I'm gonna go to sleep. Wait a minute.
Hey, who's fucking you around the corner?
Bro, no, just make sure you just check out the room. Just come in and do a quick, come through,
Most of us will be like, "What are you doing?"
But then you start getting ideas.
I'm gonna check the cabinet.
I am Tatum. No, I am not Tatum. Wowzers. It was that chaotic in my mind that way. I am Tayrell.
You're not even safe in the open concept of.
I am Tayrell 713. You've just been podcasted, and I know you loved it. Peace.
How did I get a hair in my sandwich?
Several.